Welcome, all you +2 comedy modifiers, back to the stream. Welcome back to Life is Swell. TV's Noah here, water in hand. I've already had my smoothie. And today, I am going to jump back into Life is Swell. If you don't know, during the Night Mine Candy Bowl, there was a video that played. That video is currently on stream. That video is called Meshes of Content, The Horror of Overstimulation. And Justin M., who created this, who you may remember from the Phobos series, made a challenge during the premiere, like, hey, I wonder if anyone can figure out the hidden lore. And I, of course, jumped on that. I love finding hidden lore. That was weird. I didn't do anything. Did you do something? Somebody's throwing stuff. But I love trying to find hidden lore, so I took it upon myself to try to find the hidden lore. And it turns out the rabbit hole is gigantic. And I guess this is going to turn a series. So we're going to try to make our way through this. Now, last time on the stream, I watched the video and at the end found this website. And this website is full of codes and also doesn't like to scroll down, apparently. Yeah, so there's websites, there's Zoom meetings, there's QR codes, there's Braille, there's Hangman, there's GIFs, there's Leet Speak, there's stuff that's hard to read, all types of stuff. There's this puzzle, which we did not figure out. We had all these just weird things going on this website. There's text that's like hard to see because it's the wrong color, and we got hidden links, like you can click on this box and that's going to take you to a video of, I believe it's a jack-o'-lantern being smashed or something. I think that's what this led to. Yeah, so there's just tons of stuff. But you know what I haven't done? I haven't really broke down the video, which was the goal. So last time I played it once, got distracted by the existence of the website. I think I want to spend some time and see if we can truly... I'm not subscribed. I'm not signed in. Okay, then that's fine. Truly figure out what's going on in this video. My first theory is I broke out the headphones. There's a lot of noise, as you can hear. Yeah, lots of noise, and it's pretty rough and overstimulating. There's 4 videos we got to pay attention to at the same time. My guess, like, these seem like such throwaway videos because this is just Minecraft, and this comes up on my like shorts tab all the time, where it's just like, look at the car do things. But knowing the creator of this, everything's gonna be important. I also broke out the headphones because there's times where you hear multiple videos at the same time. I'm hoping that the audio is split up among channels and we'll be able to isolate one channel, or at least I will be able to isolate one channel by taking out one of the earpieces, and then I'll only hear one thing. Ooh, and I have the hiccups, so I'm very overstimulated right now. So we're going to try to go through this. There's a few things I've already noticed that I want to investigate, so let's get started. I really want to focus on this video down here, so we're going to start with that.
Ghosts, the undead, the macabre.
It's playing in both ears.
All of these and more are out there for those brave enough to find them.
Okay, so I'm really like, I'm going through this fine-tooth comb. So let's take out the notes. I'm going to cover up part of the chat for a little bit, just so I have room to write. But I will do this so you guys can still say things. Just pop up at the bottom or the top. Hi. It pops up at the top. Okay, so I will slide this down for now. This way, if somebody says something, we'll be able to see it. But I really want to take notes on each thing very, very excessively. So we're going to start with the Deadly David. We're focusing only on this right now.
Ghosts, the undead, the macabre. All of these and more are out there for those brave enough to find them. Good evening, dear audience, and happy Halloween. Welcome back to Deadly David, or if this is your welcome.
What's up, guys? It's
Friend,
Questford, and today we got a busting new product. This is Scarf Downloads, and it's 3-in-1. That's right, macarons, milkshakes, and...
Okay, so it immediately says follow me on Twitter. And it says something about a small controversy. It's really hard to hear because Scarf Downable starts being real loud real early. Hi, Emily. So I'm going to try to listen to this again and try to ignore the explosion you hear.
Deadly David, or if this is your welcome.
What's up, guys? It's Questford, and today we got a busting new product. This is Scarf Downloads, and it's 3-in-1. That's right, macarons, milkshakes.
Let's just see. Yeah, because he said something like, "Hi, I'm Deadly David." But if this is your first time here, and then it sounds almost like he says Michael.
Welcome back to Deadly David, or if this is your welcome.
What's up, guys? It's Questford, and today we got a busting new product. This is...
It says the word quest popped up, and Questifer is someone that is all over the website. We see all these reference Questifer, which I think it's just supposed to be Christopher. I think the Q is acting like a C in this, but it's fun to say Questifer. Is this Questifer? All right, let's go to Twitter. X. What's X? It says to go to Twitter. Am I not signed in? And this is a good... Yeah, the new Twitter doesn't let you just, like, view Twitter. You have to sign in. So let me sign in with the old +2 comedy. I'm going to let this play a little bit more while we're looking. I'm going to really listen for this, though.
What's up, guys? It's Questford, and today we got a busting new product. This is Scarf Downloads, and it's 3-in-1. That's right, macarons, milkshakes, and pizza in one meal together. Lunchables ain't got this level of drip, guys.
Have you ever wanted? And you don't, because we've got the best product to stop that. We've got about 1 gram of protein ground up and about 5% less processed in these amazing Scarf Down.
Look at all this box
Virgil
art.
always
Look how
took care
cute
to
it
use
is.
an
I mean,
automatic face
those
detection software
macarons
in his
look real
camera,
realistic,
which
if I
would
do
blur
say
out
so
faces to
myself.
prevent doxing.
Scarf
I
Downables
used to make fun of
for the
Virgil
family,
for
for the
that and
kids,
call him a
anyone you
coward.
want.
I retract that statement and now see the value in blurring faces of strangers.
Because
in
we've got
contact.
5% less processed food here than
In
anything
the
on the
wake of
market.
Virgil's
And
final
just
video,
look at this
I
box
did
art.
last
Isn't it
year,
so cute?
I
I
want to offer
personally
my
love it. I mean, look at those macarons. There's a little maze on the
friends,
side.
fans, and the urban exploration community as a whole.
Buy it.
The infamous footage has not yet been confirmed to exist. or
And
to
that
be
was
indicted
testimonial
because
from our
of
#1
The Virgil's community has
subscriber.
taken silence as its own confirmation. I have chosen to respect this, but also to offer my
Alright,
thoughts
so
on the
go
footage.
to your
I
nearby
have not
grocery
personally
store
seen
and
the
get a
footage.
pack.
So I think it actually said English auto-generated. So that this is just the YouTube software trying its best currently to to find to create sense out of this madness. So there is something very interesting that David is saying that I'm trying to pick out about blurring faces. And what I can't tell is if he's saying that he didn't blur faces, if he should have blurred faces, but I also kind of hear something that sounds like auto technique that, or an algorithm that auto blurs faces, which is very interesting because if you look here, there's blur going on. Something's being blurred here, which would imply kind of like the existence of a ghost because something in the camera is recognizing a face even if we're not seeing it. That's kind of like the theory I'm working on there. In any case, Deadly David. Let's see if we can find Deadly David on Twitter. So I did a quick search of Deadly David. Let's try to re-incorporate. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at +2comedy. There's Deadly Dave, but I want Deadly David. You know, I don't... Deadly David. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem like the right person. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take this back off screen so I don't weirdly dox people who are not involved in this project. But I'm doing a quick search. That person is not from the correct place and joined back in 2009, so I don't think that's it. All right, let me just try to listen one more time through the Twitter stuff. And like, it's so hard because this is so loud, but this is what we're trying to get at: is what is Deadly David saying?
5% less process and these amazing scarf down. Nice. Have you ever watched a boxing new product?
These and more are out there for those brave enough to find them. Good evening, dear audience, and happy Halloween. Welcome back to Deadly David, or if this is your
What's up, guys? It's Questford, and today we got a boxing new product. This is Scarf Downloads, and it's free and light. That's right, macarons.
Okay, so he definitely says Deadly David is a new name because I was recently involved in a Twitter controversy. So there is... What are you searching? I'm searching for Deadly David's Twitter because he says to follow him on Twitter, and I can't seem to find him. But he definitely says something along the lines of Deadly David's a new name. So something happened that made him change his identity. That's important. Let's continue to try to figure out what's... Again, we're focusing just on this square.
regarding
And
these
pizza
changes.
in one meal
And as I
together.
said in the
Lunchables
previous
ain't got
apology,
this level of drip,
I
guys.
apologize.
Have you ever watched? And you don't because we've got the best product to stop that.
So, as I said before, I apologize. So he's apologizing for something.
I would
We've
also
got
like to
about 1 gram of
apologize to my
protein
former
ground up
rival,
and about
ARG's
5% less
expeditions,
processed and these amazing scarf down.
at large.
Look at all this box.
And you don't because we've got the best product to stop that.
I would
We've
also
got
like to
about 1 gram of
apologize to my
protein
former
ground
rival,
up and about
ARG's
5% less
expeditions,
processed.
I want to apologize to my former rivals, Something Expeditions. And this kind of seems like an expedition. So maybe that's the relationship between these two videos. Is he's apologizing... Because this kind of seems like urban spelunking. Like they broke into somewhere they're not supposed to be. For some reason, I get videos of people in dead malls constantly being like pushed to me. I get a notification for this dude that like, this is a closed building. I don't know why. I didn't subscribe to him. I don't know who he is, but I get it all the time. So I think that's what's being established here. We'll try to get the name again.
And you don't because we've got the best product to stop that.
I would
We've
also
got
like to
about 1 gram of
apologize to my
protein
former
ground
rival,
up and about
ARG's
5% less
expeditions,
processed and these amazing scarf down.
at large.
Look at all
Virgil's expeditions and the community at large. I'm thinking Virgil. That may not be the name, but I definitely heard something expeditions and the community at large. That's who Deadly David is apologizing to. Shut up, Scarf Downables.
Virgil always took care to use automatic face detection software in his camera.
Okay, so he definitely says face detection software. So, like, I think that's what's being established here, is anytime that there's a blur, it is the camera identifying something as a face and blurring it. So, okay, continue.
Faces to prevent doxing.
Scarf
I used to make fun of
for the
her
family,
when
for
I
the
hadn't
kids,
called him
anyone you
coward.
want.
I retract that statement and now see the value in blurring faces of strangers.
Because
in
we've
mobile
got
content.
5% less processed food here than
In
anything
the
on the
wake of
market.
Virgil's
And
final
just
video,
look at this
and
box art.
last
Isn't it
one,
so cute?
I want to offer
personally
my
love it. I mean, look at those macarons. There's a little maze.
In the light of Virgil's final video, I want to express my extreme condolences. So it seems like this is the final video of, I think, Virgil's expeditions. This is the final video, and looks like something horrible happened here. So this is good. We're already like getting connections to why all this stuff is on screen.
friends, fans, and the urban exploration community as a whole.
Buy it.
The infamous footage has not yet been confirmed to exist. Or
And
to
that
be
was
adopted
testimonial
as
from our number one subscriber.
Shut up, Scarf Downables. The infamous. He says something about the infamous footage.
the urban exploration community as a whole.
Buy it.
The infamous footage has not yet been confirmed to exist. Or
And
to
that
be
was
adopted
testimonial
as
from our number
the
one
furthest communities
subscriber.
in silence.
Okay, the infamous footage has not yet been proven to exist. So we're seeing this somehow, despite the fact that it's not publicly available. Okay.
Exploration community as a whole.
Buy it.
The infamous footage has not yet been confirmed to exist. Or
And
to
that
be
was
adopted
testimonial
as
from our number
the
one
furthest communities
subscriber.
in silence as its own confirmation. I have chosen to respect this, but also to offer my
Alright,
thoughts
so
on the
go
footage.
to your
I
nearby
have not
grocery
personally
store
seen
and get a pack of these Scarf Downables.
Okay, so he says something like, the footage is not available, we're respecting their silence. But I think we're seeing it here, and this is also the part where there's a blur here. This video is not really doing much, but this is the audio I'm trying to focus on. So looking up here is not harmful.
Okay? And if you can get about 7 of these, and about 7 of them have 1 gram of protein. So you take them and you're going to have so much rizz and look like a goddamn.
I focused on the wrong
To
thing.
respect this, but also to offer my
Alright,
thoughts
so
on the
go
footage.
to your nearby grocery store and get a pack of these Scarf Downables, okay? And if you can get about 7 of these, and about 7 of them have 1 gram of protein. So you take them and you're going to have so much rizz and look like a goddamn alpha male, and you're going to be so.
I think Scarf Downables got louder, because now I can't hear David at all. I'm doing my best, but like, I'm trying to like focus my brain, but it's horrible because I'm being overstimulated because of all these meshes of content.
So much better while getting all those delicious tons of calories.
Grocery.
Buy one, or you're a fucking clone.
What is the factory in question? Known in the early 1950s as the Wheatley Family Meat Mill, it became one of the largest independent meat processing plants.
Okay, so this is supposed to be a meat factory? Okay, so meat factory, urban explorer, Virgil's. I don't know how Virgil is spelled, but I'm going with that. Relations.
On the West Coast. Butchers in the
What the hell was that?
largest independent meat processing plants on the West Coast. It became one of the largest independent meat processing plants on the West Coast.
It sounds like suddenly there's a whisper that says, "Don't go that way." I saw the figure, but we're dealing with the audio first.
Factory in question, known in the early 1950s as the Weekly Family Meat Mill, it became one of the largest independent meat processing plants on the West Coast. Butchers in the nearby town of Swell.
Okay. Let's go beat by beat back here for a second, because I want to try to catch... Even though this is not the video we're paying attention to here. Interesting that these two videos come back at the same time. And then Weird Car Subway Surfer doesn't come back till later. I'm trying to pay attention. Yeah, because they disappear at different times here. And it looks like they come back right where they left off. Interesting. All right, we're still trying to listen to Deadly David here.
Butchers in the nearby town of Swell, California, were outraged at this new facility. Many of them went out of business and were forced to work for pennies at the meat mill. Sources vary on why the mill was eventually closed.
Hey guys, so I'm on my way to my first class today.
Closed.
Hey guys.
Meat mill.
So he's trying to explain why it closed, and Scarf Downables is going to come interrupt again.
Sources vary on why the mill was eventually closed.
Hey guys, so I'm on my way to my first class today, and I just wanted to stop and share with you guys something I've been going crazy about lately, and it is these Scarf Downables. They're so delicious, they're low calories, and you can eat so many without feeling like shit. They're literally my favorite thing. You have to get on them right now. Walk, don't.
Okay, so we're getting audio from this video now, which is just buzzing. Which I guess you could argue that we're getting video, or we're getting audio from all of it, and this has just been quiet the whole time. But interesting that we're getting the bugs here. This seems to be the key video that I should have been paying attention to this whole time. But I'm committed to finishing the Deadly David thing. Then we're going to go back and just focus on this one.
Run. Literally, go get them.
What you want to eat is this. Scarf Downables.
You need an easy thing to scarf down in the car. Scarf Downables. You're gonna want it.
They're better than that other brand. We're not going to name them. Come on, you can't get any better than this.
Here's one feeding my 12 kids today. Scarf Downables and Scarf Downables only.
Something closer to a hospital.
What is up, folks? Today I'm talking a little bit about Scarf Downables. Have you heard about these? I don't think you have. We'll be talking about the pros because there's no cons. All about Scarf Downables. Now, I personally haven't tried any Scarf Downables per se, but...
Okay, so he says that the video used to, despite the fact that it's a meat factory, it looks more like a hospital or a science lab. And then he says something like, the video abruptly ends when he tries to film, and I feel like that's a key important word because that's going to give us context.
What is up, folks? Today I'm talking a little bit about Scarf Downables. Have you heard about these? I don't think you have. We'll be talking about the pros because there's no cons. All about Scarf Downables. Now, I personally haven't tried any Scarf Downables per se, but I have a few friends who've tried them. Fantastic. They're huge, big fans.
The most interesting part about this video is...
You know what's scary?
Sorry, that's a delivery.
Today,
Let me go check that out.
Scarf Downables, and so if you eat them.
So the most interesting part about this video is, and then somebody knocks on the door, which is very creepy.
Faster, you burn the calories faster too. And I've definitely tried it and I love it. Don't forget to use code ROMI STARK at checkout.
Watch me scarf down a whole box of Scarf Downables.
It with real meat, and don't worry about it being lactose intolerant because there's actually no dairy. What? Wait.
Okay, this is just sped up. I was like, do I have the whole video sped up? Because... I'm pretty sure I just caught this. She is on these steps, and there's caution tape behind her, right? Are those the same steps? I'm just looking at the railing. Because this is a school. Because there's an experimental theater. But I don't know. That's like, that seems very purposeful to show this and then show that.
The most interesting part about this video is,
You know what's scary?
sorry, that's a delivery.
Today,
Let me go check that out.
Like, go check that
If
out.
you eat them faster, you burn the calories faster too. And I've definitely tried it, and I love it. Don't forget to use code ROMISTARK at checkout.
Watch me scarf down a whole box of Scarf Downables.
Made with real meat, and don't worry about it being lactose intolerant because there's actually no dairy. What? Wait. They have no
I don't know
dairy.
if that's the same railing.
Don't worry about that. It's not real dairy. Quería tan difícil de tener. Oh, ya con esa nueva caja de snacks increíbles, plebes. Mi día está súper. Cómpralo hoy.
Okay, so at this point we completely lose David. So I'm actually going to go back, and I want to focus just on this video now, because I think that video is actually the key to everything. I may turn this down so that I'm not as miserable, but now that we have the context of yeah, so now that we have the context of Deadly David, I'll turn this down for you guys as well. We know what this is now. It is... I'm just going to mute this. We know that this is a meat packing facility that the urban explorer Virgil Expeditions was searching. This is the last footage that we have of them. This is so much better muted. This is unbelievably good muted. So this is just him getting in. But now we have the extra context of knowing what this building is. Weird. Why does that happen? So there's a moment of... like oddly sped up footage here. So I just want to go through just to see if anything was hidden in the speed. No, okay. Interesting. So it's sped up when he goes downstairs for some reason. Then we have this symbol. Now, if you know anything about Justin M., he created Phobos, and Phobos is a lot about angels. So let's bring up our notes again. Let's just do this. Boom. Sure. There's a P in exploration, right? So let's try Angel XL. Because let's incorrectly spell angel again. So for some reason it took away the E. Now, I want to point out real quick, we do have like this weird game of Hangman over here with X's. And if you Control A, it does tell you what the incorrect letters were. Okay, but it's not an E. I thought maybe there was a relationship between this puzzle and that word, but it looks like that's not the case. Dance, magic, dance. Okay. But this is very suspicious. Like, the fact that the camera leans on this makes me think that this is super important. Whoa, whoa, whoa! There's more. Angelicism? Is that even a word? Ism. Let's do a quick Google on angelicism. Let's, alright, well, yeah. Okay. A word or phrase that is particular to British English. A word or phrase borrowed from English into a foreign language. Sorry, my drink is over here. That is not what I thought that word was going to mean. Oh, can I get an example, please? An example of Angelicism is calx, or a direct translation from English. For example, since it is direct translation of the English "sincerely yours," other Angelicisms include the wholesale adoption of English terms such as business or startup. Of a word or phrase borrowed from English into a foreign language. So kind of, I guess, the opposite of like chandelier. Chandelier is a French word, but we don't have an English word for chandelier. We just use chandelier. And I guess it would make sense that there are English words that just get adapted. For example, I believe in Germany, there's no German word for pro wrestling. It's just pro wrestling. Like, here we go. Ready? Translate. Okay. So we're going to go from English, good old English, to German. Right. So if I were like professional. Okay. Wrestling. Yeah, so they call it. But if I add the word Chanel, and I spell it right, which is very hard. I meant professional wrestling. What the hell? Oh, yeah. So now it just becomes wrestling. But if it's just wrestling, then it becomes ring. So I think that's like an example. Okay. Let's just real quick. But that's not the word. We got to add an E here. Angelicism. Okay, this is this. All right. Sorry for taking us all down that rabbit hole. A characteristic feature of English occurring in another language. Okay, it's the same thing. There is something called angelic. Is some 30-year-old guy who's obsessed. Oh. Okay. Maybe it's not a real thing. Let's try to change the E to an X. No, I want this. So there's a Twitter account with that name. Does it say follow me on Twitter during that moment? Not quite. He's after that. But perhaps be purified. Nah, this is... Nope! Not the case. Alright, sometimes that happens when you're doing these investigations. Okay. So let's go back into looking at this. And we're focusing all on this video. We're going to play this to the end, and then actually it's going to be time to go. So this is just a meshes of contact look. So it speeds up again. He seemed almost unsure of it. Like he might have actually experienced that time fluctuation. Which is a bit odd. I'm going to turn the sound on so we can just get... Water's not running. Because the spooky thing's about to happen. This is also so weird. Is the time taken to show... I thought that was going to be pause. The temperature is very odd. Definitely doesn't look like a meat packing plant. It definitely looks more like a laboratory. I don't know what this is. Well, that's Mexico. Cocos Plate and the Caribbean Plate. This is a very interesting map. It seems to be focused on the tectonic plates of the land mass itself, which is what shifts the cause an earthquake. So this, yeah, he looks up here, and it is popping in and out. So I think there's, yeah, see? I don't think this is a situation where the filmmaker needed to censor something. I think this is trying to tell us, whoa! I'm not, I saw that, right? Oh, God, that's horrifying. That's such a good scare. That's so good. It's such a good moment that, like, is buried within all this really cool stuff. Turn the sound back on. There's not even, like, a sound for it, right? Like, you have this goofy music playing in the background during what's an amazing jump scare. That's so good. Sounds like there was a little bit more whispers. Ugh, I hate the bugs in the light. Okay. Oh, okay, so he sees that there's a camera and runs. I think I saw something else just then. Okay, that's an interesting, like, little bit of plot. That's him catching for a moment that the area he is in is under surveillance. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Oh, wow. Okay, so that was the person that clearly said, like, don't go that way. Ah, this is so much better than I thought it was. I already thought it was good, but there's already, like... I also think there was something there. I thought I saw something white up here for a second. Nope, that's just a dirty window. So he runs. He gets outside. He catches like a window. Hold on. So he catches like a window that's lit up. I'm going back bigger chunks. So he runs away. There's the girl. Thought there was something written on the door. Just, again, very dirty door. I also thought for a second I saw someone down the hallway. No, I thought maybe there was someone on the other side of that door, but there is not. And I think if you slow that down, you can see that he actually stops for a moment to make sure no one's on the other side of that. Okay. So he gets out, he bursts outside, he looks around. There's one lit window in this whole facility, which is suspicious. He turns around. Nah, there's a bug. Or there's 2 lit windows, but he takes the time to zoom in to be like, there's someone else here. Turns. Key card door. And then he goes, and now there's a cut. I don't think we're supposed to think of it as a cut. I think we're supposed to think this is a continuous shot. It's weird that he focuses on this stain for so long. Which makes me think we're going to see the stain pop up somewhere else. Because it's such an identifiable, like, landmark. I do want to kind of pay attention to what's being said here. I'm going to turn this back up for you. I'm going to turn it back up for me. Because this is the part that's in Spanish. Perhaps we should listen for a word that Spanish has kind of adopted, that is said in English. I assume it'll be the word scarf downable, but we will see.
De snacks increíbles, plebes. Mi día está súper. Cómprenlo hoy.
Oh, and this then it becomes ASMR with the nails on the thing. Pizza maca milkshake. Gross. Oh, I guess because it's got macaroons. So he finds a scarf downable.
Hi everyone, it's Brooklyn. I'm here to talk to you today.
In the middle of the stain. Yeah. Gives it a yeet.
Yes, buy them today. Hello, everyone.
Who's that? Yeah, there she is again. And she's holding a scarf downable. It's Logan Paul.
Hello, everyone. Today, I want to take a break from the video real quick and talk about my sponsor, Scarf Downable.
So he's going back in.
Low calorie. It's like eating Ozempic but without the injection.
He's holding his tum-tum. Angel.
What's up, fans? Go upstairs. We're going to Scarf Downable there. My hair.
Lots of blur there. It's blurring the scarf downable. I don't know why it's blurring that, though. I guess that might imply that there's a spirit there. And then it blurs his own face. She's filming. So he's reaching up and it's blurred. So, like, we know that the camera auto blurs faces. It's this cut that's so strange. And I don't know, it almost looks like there's something written here. There's like a weird... There's like a weird frame in here. Interesting. So his hands are up. So his hands go up, and then all of a sudden he has the scarf downables, and it covers his face, so the blur goes away. So I think that's confirmation of the software we were talking about. Also, man, you need some more tread on these shoes. That's not good. So did he eat the whole box? Or is the scarf downables being created by throwing up? Also, it's very interesting we get this close up. Total fat, 10%. This is kind of blurry. Cholesterol, 0. Sodium, 7%. Total carbohydrates, 13%. Protein, 0 G's. That's the other thing, is that they keep bringing up the fact that it's 0 protein. And usually you don't want to do that. You want to brag about protein. So the fact that there's no protein in it, I don't know why that's a selling point. But it comes up a lot in this video. Oh shit, that's her.
Buy it.
Oh shit. Is this meant to imply that this part of the video, or this video, is in the facility, the same facility? I just want to... Interesting.
Buy it.
Okay, I'm theory crafting. I'm just checking if there's anything of note in the actual. Sorry, this is bothering me. In the actual... Okay. So someone is actually credited as Questifer. So Questifer from this website's in this video. I think he might be Loud Guy in the first appearance of Scarf Downable. Brandon Coogan as some guy. Abby as Token Girl. Kristen as #1 subscriber. And then more names that are not... That's very interesting. That you just have a bunch of names here. And then Amanda Tran as Romy Stark. It's very interesting that this person's given a name. And these people are just there. I'm guessing this is for all the people that show up to just talk about Scarf Downables. And then there's the hidden website that pops up. Okay. All right, so I think we've made some good connections here. So now we have somewhat of an idea of what we're seeing here. Deadly David had a falling out with Virgil's excursions or expeditions, and they were an urban explorer, and they went into a meat packing plant. That was their last video, and he is now dead, as we see at the end of this. But the footage has not surfaced, despite the fact that we've seen this footage, and we're currently watching it. I'm going to guess if it's a meat packing facility, that's the facility that makes scarf downables. The very obtuse, very distracting ad that plays during what was just a great Minecraft Let's Play. So that interferes. All right, and let's watch this part again. We're just going to watch this part of the video because that's all I have time for. I just want to see if this dude says his name.
Halloween. Welcome back to Deadly David. Or, if this is your welcome.
What's up, guys? It's Questford.
All right, he's Questifer. Okay, now we know.
We got a busting new product. This is Scarf Downables, and it's 3 and 1. That's right. Macarons, milkshakes, and pizza in one meal together.
It's very interesting to me, directorial-wise, that he says it's 3 in 1, and then they show 3 different people.
That's right. Macarons, milkshakes, and pizza.
Kind of implying that those 3 people are the same person. I need to switch ears. Also, just because of the angel stuff, you could kind of tie it into the Trinity, that God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit are all the same person.
One meal together. Lunchables ain't got this level of drip, guys.
Have you ever wanted? And you don't, because we've got the best product to stop that. We've got about 1 gram of protein ground up and about 5% less processed in these amazing scarf down.
Look at all the spots.
Virgil always took care to use automatic face
Those
detection software
macarons
in his
look real
camera,
realistic,
which
if I
would
do
blur
say
out
so
faces to
myself.
prevent doxing.
Scarf
I
downables
used to make fun of
for the
Virgil
family,
for
for the
that and
kids,
call him a
anyone you
coward.
want.
I retract that statement and now see the value in blurring faces of strangers.
Because
in
we've
real
got
context.
5% less processed food here than
In the
anything on the
wake of
market.
Virgil's
And
final
just
video,
look at this
I
box
named
art.
last
Isn't it
week,
so cute?
I
I
want to offer
personally
my
love it. I mean, look at those macarons. There's a little maze on the
friends,
side.
fans, and the urban exploration community as a whole.
Buy it.
The infamous footage has not yet been confirmed to exist. or
And
to
that
be
was
adopted
testimonial
as
from our
a
number
For
1
this community
subscriber.
in silence as its own confirmation. I have chosen to respect this, but also to offer my
Alright,
thoughts
so
on the
go
footage.
to your
I
nearby
have not
grocery
personally
store
seen
and get a pack of these Scarf Downables, okay? And if you can get about 7 of these, and about 7 of them have 1 gram of protein. So you take them and you're going to have so much rizz and look like a goddamn alpha male, and you're going to be so much better while getting all those delicious tons of calories.
Grocery.
Buy one, or you're a fucking low.
What is the factory in question?
Huh, so it doesn't subtitle the swear word. But it's very pro-calories and anti-protein. That's very interesting. Okay, and I'm going to just go ahead and say that I believe that this was filmed in the same facility. I don't think I see anything in either video where it's just like, look, it's the same thing, other than a scarf downable. If I saw like one of these chairs or something, I'd feel better about it. Oh, and the woman. It's very interesting. Okay. Have some ideas. I think we took some time and really understood a lot of things. I definitely understand this a lot more now. Because it's all about the same thing. So what we need to do next time is we need to analyze the weird car thing. We need to analyze the Minecraft footage, which I don't think that's going to be important. But you never know, especially with Time Industries. And then we really need to take some time and break down the testimonials for Scarf Downables. Because that's the only other thing that we haven't really looked at. And it looks like there's a lot of stuff in the background that you see in this video. So I think that might be an important thread in tying things together. Plus, we're getting more information about Scarf Downables, which apparently kills you or impregnates you. Let's leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Plus 2 Comedy Gaming, catch up on all my past live streams. Join me live for my next investigation here on Twitch. That's Plus 2 Comedy. And you can join the Discord and talk to me about this stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Boop!